Hey, what's up guys? Happy New Year's. Welcome back to the channel. If you've seen some of these videos before, if you haven't, just make sure you like and subscribe down there or whatever over there, whoever it's going to be. I greatly appreciate it. It helps me out a lot. So anyways, I'm going to get right into this. 2024 is going to be a pretty good year. I got a lot of stuff to do and I'm going to have a lot of free time. Hopefully, probably mid 2024, I'll be able to have a lot of time freed up. And I'm gonna go out to some of these overland and off-road shows and hopefully be able to network with some of the vendors and stuff like that. But anyways, today's video is gonna be the Morrflate TenSix PSI Pro right here, like I touched on in that last video. Let's see. So yeah, I'm just gonna get right into it. I'm gonna do a real-time deflation with their quad system with my phone right here. I'll kind of just set up a timer and have the manifold right next to the phone, and you guys can just see real time how much time it takes to deflate the tires. These are 295 70/17, so roughly like 34 by 11.5 or something like that. They're not true 35s obviously, so that's not going to really give you a good metric on how long it would take for 35s, but it'll give you an idea. If you're running a similar size tire, say like a 285 or 295 70, something around that ballpark, like a 33 or 34 on a mid-sized truck, this will give you a pretty good idea of how fast you can deflate the tires using the quad system from Morrflate. And then I'm gonna use the new TenSix PSI Pro that I got, that I've yet to use. This will be the first time using it. I'm gonna use this and inflate them back up from let's do 15 PSI. We'll get it down to 15 PSI and then we'll re-inflate it back up to 35 or whatever the pressure is right now, because it's like 28 degrees out. It's pretty fucking cold. And that's why I'm also filming this first portion inside. I won't want to be outside that long. I would do the Via Air 400p, but it's in my wife's Jeep and she's currently at work. I really should have thought that one out. I wanted to do a comparison on the inflation times. It's like apples to oranges though, to be 100% honest. The 400p is only 2.3 CFM as opposed to 10.6 with the Morrflate. But I believe at 30 PSI, I wanna say it's like half of the CFM or something like that. And the duty cycle, like I touched on in the last video, is 50% duty cycle. So it's 15 minutes on, 15 minutes off. And I don't really foresee this taking 15 minutes to fill up my tires. So take that for what it is. I know the ARB dual air or dual manifold compressor, it's like, I think it's less CFM, but it has 100% duty cycle. But I mean, nothing really truly has 100% duty cycle because eventually it's just gonna fucking burn out. And it would be retarded to just run something nonstop forever. But it would be interesting to see how long it would take for something like that to burn out, honestly. We'll go outside, I'll deflate the tires real quick, set the tripod up, get my phone, get the timer on my phone, and let it do its thing. All right guys, so here's the Morrflate quad inflation system here. I've had this for almost 3 years. As you can tell, it's the older style manifold with like the manual little toggle handle, I guess. It doesn't have the little sliding manifold stuff. The best part about these is it's really easy to do like one-handed installation of these chucks. I'll show you guys here in a second. Right here. So it's definitely worth investing a few bucks in these little covers. It keeps a lot of debris out. But like I said, one-handed activation for these chucks. I believe these are the older Haltech ones. They now make their own, which I think have a little bit of shallower engagement depth. But these ones seem to work fine so far. But to install these onto the tire, with the valve stem, all you gotta do is pull it back, then push it on.
All right, so here we go. I'm at 32.6 PSI right now. As you can see, like I said, it's like 20 degrees out. So once it gets up to road temperature, it'll be like 35, but that doesn't really matter. So we just got to get back up to about 32.5 PSI. So right now it's gonna go from 32.5 down to 15, and we'll start it now. All right, so right now we're already down to 22.5. So we're down 10 PSI in about, it looks like, a minute, 19 seconds. So that's not too bad. So I'll start this back up and we'll see how much longer this is gonna take. This is actually going faster than I was expecting. So who knows? Let's see. All right, 3, 2, 1. All right, I'm gonna stop it again here at 2:19, so it'll be the second minute in. So that was pretty close. So already we're at about, I'm gonna say 17. So 2 minutes, 19 seconds in, we're at 219, or sorry, at 219, we're at 17 PSI. And you can definitely tell the tires are deflated at this point. So we'll go down another 2 PSI. This is much quicker than I thought it was gonna be, honestly. I never actually timed it, so I always figured it took me at least 5 minutes. Guess I was wrong. All right, so we'll start up here again in 3, 2, 1. So let's just do, shit, huh? I guess I went under the 15 I wanted to go. And that took, let's just say 3 minutes. I mean, I was pretty close. It's at 14 PSI, roughly, let's just say 14. So it went from 32.5 to 14 PSI in 2 minutes, 59 seconds. Basically, let's just say 3 minutes. It's 3 minutes right there. So in 3 minutes, it went down roughly about 20 PSI, dropped. So it's not bad at all. It's way faster than I was expecting by about, I'm gonna say like good 3 to 4 minutes faster than I thought. All right, as you guys can see, PSI Pro is turned on. It's gonna show 0 PSI because that's what it's reading. Now right here is where you make your adjustments. It goes up in 1 PSI increments. So I'm gonna do 33 because that's about what I was at beforehand. So here's the stainless extension here. And then here's the one thing I like about the bumper. I'll show you guys here, let me zoom out. All right, so here's the cool thing about the CA Tune bumper. As you guys can see, the way I have this set up is I can just drape this over my lights right here. And to take this on and off, it's as simple as just taking this here, and all you gotta do, one hand operation. And that's it. The way the chuck is set up, it's set up to just be pushed on that quick disconnect. So here we're gonna open up the manifold. So I had to move this in a way where you can see both screens. So right now, like I said, we're about 15 PSI and reset the timer here. So let's see how long this takes to fill it up. I'm gonna say around 3 minutes, so let's find out. And the manifold is open and we're ready to go. So to hit 33, it took about, just make sure. So that took about 3 minutes, almost on the dot, to go from 15 PSI back up to the 33 PSI, which we started. So that's almost the same timeline that it took to deflate the tires, dude. That's pretty insane. I'm honestly thoroughly impressed with this. This is my first time using this, so you guys get my honest reaction here, and I'm just gonna say that's insane. My VAir 400p that I had, my little single manifold compressor previously that I had, dude, it must have taken 10 to 15 minutes to fill up all 4 tires at once, because that was made more so for like 1 tire at a time. If you're doing 1 tire at a time, it was pretty quick, but then you got to think of all the downtime in between each tire moving around when you can just set all this up and just start cranking. This thing is awesome. Can't wait to actually utilize this out like on the trails when I go off road and stuff. And then when you go to disconnect this, you want to make sure that your manifold is in fact closed. And then you're just going to take this chuck, boop, and that's it, and you're done. Easy as that. So right here, like I said, one-handed operation, super easy to take this off. You're just gonna, that's it. And then you just kind of want to re-engage that air check. And if you have the covers, that's when you would put them back on. It's kind of tough when it's like 28 degrees and they're frozen solid. But yeah, that's it. You're gonna come back to the manifold, let out any excess pressure. I usually leave mine open all the time. I'll close it once I go to put it on the truck, and that's it. And then also they have a little valve right here on this, so you can let out any kind of pressure, just like a regular compressor, so there's no air in there that can turn it to condensation and end up fucking up the internals eventually. As easy as that. Close the hood up. You would take this back off, do whatever you gotta do, and then put this back in the truck and you're all set. Doesn't take that long. All right, so as you guys saw, that took roughly 3 minutes to deflate the tires from the 33, let's just say 33 PSI down to the 15. Took 3 minutes to air back up. Almost took the exact amount of time. I'm impressed. I don't know about you guys, but that's pretty impressive, to be honest. So that took a total of 6 minutes. Granted, you're not gonna be airing right up right after you air down, but that's good to know. Now you have a timeline. That's very fast, honestly. That's insanely fast compared to what I'm used to with the inflation side of things. With deflation stuff, I never officially timed it, so that's the first time I've done that. And you guys got to see my actual reaction to it, my honest reaction to it. Now, here's what I'm gonna say. I am affiliated with Morrflate, and I will recommend this. Even if I wasn't affiliated with them, I recommended the Quadflate, or the Quad system way before I became affiliated with Morrflate. I bought that way before. And dude, they make awesome products. And the dude, Tyler, who's the owner, is a fucking good dude. The whole company is honestly good people. They have great customer service. They're ran in America. It's an American company. Granted, the compressors aren't made in America as far as I know, but it doesn't really matter that much where they're fucking made because everything is outsourced these days, it seems like, sadly. But the company itself, great company. I will say it's worth it because you have the roadside assurance knowing that if you get a flat tire, you can use their tire repair kit, which I also have, which has been good. I mean, it's like any other one, but it's priced pretty well. And honestly, if you're gonna buy the Quad system, you might as well just go all out, buy the Quad system, their compressor, and one of their tire repair kits. I personally own one of the tire repair kits, and like I said in that last vlog video, I believe, I repaired or plugged 2 tires with it, and the plugs have been good. I haven't had any leaks since. And one of them, I plugged the dude's tire like sometime like mid last year. But yeah, so their tire repair kits, if you get like the one with the glue tread on it and stuff, I have never used that, so I can't speak on that. But if you just get the what do they call it here? The Morrflate Ultimate Off-Road Tire Repair Kit. It's $50, dude. You have, I think you get, let's see, you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 valve stems. You get a bunch of cores, and you get multiple different, you get like a different kind of plug too for, I'm not sure what the hell that is, but then you get like a gajillion of the friggin' rubber like plugs.
Yeah, needle nose pliers, razor knife, 2 different types of the awl to ream out the hole. I'm trying to think what else. That's all I can think of. But yeah, so the compressor costs, I think it's like 3 something. The quad system, actually I have the thing right here. I'll just tell you guys. So the compressor is, let's see here. Right now it's out of stock because they're always on back order because they're sold out all the time. That's the other thing too. They're always sold out. They're hard to get. So the compressor is $325. I think it's freaking worth it in my opinion. Once you start looking at compressors, especially something that can fill up 4 tires that fast, that is insane. It's definitely worth the $325. And on top of the quality of product, you also get the quality of the company and their customer service, which has been outstanding thus far. So let's see here. So it's $325. The quad hose kit for a midsize, you're looking at $205, I believe, or is it? Yeah, something like that. $205 to $255. Now I have the old system where the air chuck is the little toggle valve. The new ones have like a nice little quick slide thing. Maybe I'll retrofit that onto mine, I don't know. I haven't had any problems, so why try to fix an issue that isn't an issue, you know what I mean? I've been notorious all my life doing stuff like that, just finding solutions to things that aren't problems. So I'm just gonna leave that alone before I create another problem. So yeah, that's about $500 to $600 when you're all in with their quad system, the compressor, and the tire repair kit, roughly around 600 bucks. If you use my discount, I think it'll bring it down to like $550 or $540 or something like that. I know it's a lot of money, but if you have the money for it, I think it's totally worth it. So anyways, guys, thanks for watching. As always, like, subscribe, share this video. Let me know if this compressor fucking sucks. If you think your A or B is better, go ahead and time it and upload a video. Let's see.